Uh, Today I'm gonna lock down all four paintings that I have done. I call they're gonna be they're finished, but what I'm gonna shoot on there is going to be the 4050 mixed with the 4021, and we're just gonna lock it all down, spray it all over everything, and all four. Like I said, it's gonna be four paintings. And good morning to everybody. And get to see. You can ask any questions you want about how I go about locking things down before I go ahead and put the clear coat on there. Uh, I'll show you the stuff that I'll be using and everything like that. It's like right now I had the everything set up, already painted it, and everything is all set up to go ahead and do this, and we'll see what happens. Good morning, Patty. Right now, like I said, I'm getting ready to lock everything down for my clear coat. I'm using the 4050 and 4011 or the 4021. Uh, I'm locking all four paintings down, and then I'll clear coat. I got to clear coat that off the screen. So we'll start with that. And I thank you yesterday, Patty, for posting my channel up on Facebook. And let me go ahead and get this laptop going so I can see people's message. All right, set there. Uh, I still never got my um, California air in yet. I'm still using the other compressor and that. Um, let's start. All right, we're going to start with this one. Okay, I locked everything down with the way I'm going to do it is I'll be using the 4050, and like I said, I used the 4021 or the 4011. With I'm mixing both together and that I'm almost out of that 4021. But I just ordered a 32-ounce bottle of it. But I mixed both of these together, make it to where it's thin enough to shoot out your gun, whatever gun you choose to use. Yeah, put this off to the side. So if anybody has any questions, I could go to it. We're gonna use Tim's airbrush, and I got this bad boy already cleaned out. California Air said that my thing was going to be here yesterday or Friday, and it never came Friday. Then they said it was going to be here yesterday, and it never came yesterday. So I'm still waiting for it. And how do you get to work on your stuff yesterday? All right. Now, before I used to take this 40-50 and the 40-11 mixture, and I used to just do my paintings with that on there and not do any clear coat. You could do it that way too. But nowadays I do the clear coat on it. Uh, it works out good that way too. You could do it either way. Just lock it down with this 40-50 and just go with it from that. Uh, Wipe it off a little bit. Make sure no dust is on there. I should have. I'm happy the way that this painting came out. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I try to keep the same setup for this, the way I have it all set up now. Alright, here we go. Basically, all I'm trying to do is get enough of the lock it all in. But the main area I want to be concerned with when I do it all, lock it all, spray this in. Hey, Steve. Made the area I want to lock it all down is in this painted area here with the 40-50 and the 40-11, and then on the outside of it, all somewhat. But I'll try to concentrate in this area to lock it down, so when I go to clear coat it, everything will be locked in and that. I'll take the rattle can clear over the whole painting that. Uh, I'm, I'm thinking maybe next week I'll have this all locked down this week with the clear coat and everything, and maybe next weekend I'll go ahead and do another video of me doing the clear coat, wet sanding, and buffing it. Hopefully it'll be enough time with it drying and everything. Let everybody see that again. This time, after I get done wet sanding and buffing and everything like that, I'm going to let it dry long enough before I put them all into picture frames. How's Steve doing this fine day? Oh, and everybody's been wondering what rattle can clear did I use on my painting and that. Let me show you this. I have the CAD Clear here, and this is the Rattle CAD Clear that I use on my paintings. I either use this one or some of the other ones. So this works out really good and that. So everybody will know. Now everybody knows what clear do I use. But like I said, I have that one. There's another one, but I don't have that one. Uh, this one I'm getting ready to order 2 more cans of it. You can get it on Amazon also. So, and like I said, this is the 4050 that I'm using. That's the gloss clear. But I call it locking it down before, because I like using this before I go ahead and use the Rattle Can Clear. That way it doesn't affect anything, the painting wise. And I can go ahead, and after I put that clear on there, let it sit for a couple, let it sit for a while after I have it on there, let it dry out, keep it in a warm area, and then I can go ahead and wet sand and buff it, and it's no problem. You could basic, you can see it when it's on there. On Patty, like your little figurines and that, you could like touch the side of it, and you'll feel if it's sticky to your finger and that. That that's when you know that's still a little bit wet. Uh, Give it a little bit longer if it feels real sticky. Like I said, mainly I want to concentrate on this area where I got most of the paint at. Yes, humidity, it takes longer for it to dry. You would think that it would dry quicker, but it does take longer. It's just a matter of feel and look to it. Right now, I'm putting some of the air on there. I wish I would have got the California air compressor, but I didn't get it in yet. Still waiting on it. Cause I think this thing is too loud. But it's been working good. Hey, Dave. Good morning, Dave. Right now, just locking everything down with the 4050. And I do have 4021 in with this 4050. Oh, cool, Patty. Yeah, I wasn't sure where I got that at. It was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I wasn't sure which one I got it. Michael's does have a lot of different kinds of eraser and that. At least mine does around here. Yeah, yeah, that is. It's nice and small for tight places and that. And I like it to where that eraser to where I could go ahead and erase little areas like I needed on these paintings. Oh man, this the Hobby Lobby I have here. That's a big store. It's about the same size as a grocery store for me here in Maryland. They got all kinds of stuff in there. Only thing I don't like about it is they don't have the Hobby Lobby here. They don't have a. They have a good. I can't really say that. They do have a good section with the Cretex paint, but it's it's all right. They don't have a good selection on the airbrush and stuff, but they do have parts in that. It's like a hit and miss with the Hobby Lobby here. It's pretty big. Like I said, they're in a place that's about the size of a big grocery store chain. But the stuff they got in there, the Hobby Lobby we have here, they have models, everything, model cars. I mean, anything you can imagine, they have. And so that's pretty cool. Uh, this the can of clear that I'll be using on this, they do not have this can of clear that I'll be using on the rattle can clear on here. Like I said, I get it from, you can order it from Amazon and that. Uh, I don't know who it was that was asking me what kind of rattle can clear did I use. So, but like I said, I could get it from Amazon. This this clear and that, and they have a two packet. They got two of them together. They got a two package going on Amazon. This can is 15.5 ounces, and I noticed that Amazon has it on in there, so you can get it from Amazon. And like I said, I'll be ordering two more cans, and I'll never say this at anywhere. But I do like that clear. It's working out good. And the other thing I have to order from Amazon is that the same kind of buffer that I use at work. I'm going to go ahead and order that from Amazon. It's heck, I can't remember the name of it. It's a good buffer, good little buffer to have on that to do this. You'll see next week. I'll show you how I go wet sand and buff these paintings and that. And we'll have fun with that. Yeah, Michaels here is pretty good, but like I said, the Michaels here in Maryland, Steve, I don't they don't have a collection with Cretex with the paint and that. They have a lot of stuff in the store. I go in there every now and then. I have not been in Menards. There isn't one close by here for me. I haven't seen any Menards there. That's see it here in Maryland. It might be in Pennsylvania or Delaware. I'm not sure if Delaware even has it. There, a lot of people's been talking about going in Menards. I really haven't seen it in any of them places in Menard. I haven't seen them. I'll have to look. I would have to look on the map to see where the closest one is. Google it. Yeah, we got a dusting of snow Friday night. You gotta remember to keep the air going on it. I don't know how it looks on the. Yes, I'm finished with solid auction painting. I'm going to be, I got to lock it down the same way I'm locking this down with 4050. Like I said, I'm going to be doing that one, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more of the 4050 on here. It's not doing bad at all. Yeah, this one. Here it is. It's all ready. I did lock it down with the 4050 also, but that was pretty good. And I did finished up on. Yeah, this one I'm locking down. I did finish up on this last night too. See, I did Chris, the drag racer tree, who I'm giving this one to. So we'll be locking this one on down also. And we'll be locking this one down. I gotta lock it down with the 4050 also. So like I said, all four of them I'll be locking down with the 4050 and that. Same thing I'm doing here, I'll be doing it on all four of them. Which one you talking about, Patty? The one gonna go for the solid auction? Yeah, that turned out really good. That's like how the whole or the cave was. They put Jesus in, so I just wish I probably could have did it myself. As put like around the round part here where they rolled the rock in, but that's not bad. And I just like say, hey, you coming out? Right there's the flower, nice blue sky, and that. Yeah, they're gonna once I they put that in with the silent auction. Once I give it to them, they're gonna be they'll probably be amazed at it. It's hard to tell how much money they'll raise. I hope they raise enough money for it. Like I said, I'm gonna give it to them, the CMA Christian Motorcycle Association. They're probably gonna ask me what the value is on it, and that I really don't know. Like I said, says what's the value of Jesus? I ain't putting no value on it. They want to put a value on it, they can put a value on it. All of them are pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not sure what painting I'm going to do do next. I might go ahead and take that challenge and do that one painting next. That one's going to take a while. It's going to challenge me, and I see that one taking a good while to paint, so I might start on that one next. Show you guys and girls the next painting I might start on. This will probably be the next painting I start on. It's going to challenge me really good, and then I could stay in on that, be locked in on this one for a good while. So I might do that one, do this one next. Is that Steve Leahy approved? That one's gonna be more challenging. It's gonna be it's definitely gonna be a fun project. But I think that one's gonna take me a good while to do, and that'll be something for the YouTube channel. Everybody can see it. Watch it as it grows. Watch it as I do it. It'll be a big project. It was between that. I did have another one. That's the other one I thought about too, and I don't know if I got it here or not. But doing that painting, I do have some other ideas on different ones too. I have a couple different ones I have been thinking about. I never did. I was thinking about this one. Hi, honey. I was thinking about doing that one also. But I think the next one I do is probably going to be that the Volkswagen one. That'll probably be my next one. Yeah, I do think this one's going to be a lot of challenge on it, especially with the signs and little things like that on it. And then the glass with the reflection of the tree and stuff like that. But the signs will be really interested. That's what I could barely even read now. I don't know what that's about. Stuff like that. I think this was going to be a real challenging. I don't think I'm going to go into the big detail of the rust, but I will have rust in mind, like how Steve did on the Harley painting. I don't think I'll be going into a really big detail, but I'll try to make it as close to like Steve's Harley painting. The wood grain on this one, I'll be doing it. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can with this when I start this one. This will probably be the next project that I start. It's like different signs. You even think that's an Arizona license tag right there, and stuff like that. The Danger, stuff like that. You got different things on here. The gas pumps and that. Got a lot of different things on it. And so that'd be a nice project. It'll take a good while on that one. But it'd be cool it'd be cool to do this one. It's one, like I said, I like challenging myself on these paintings and that. That's why I do them. The only way to get better is by challenging yourself to do different things. Take you out of that realm. And hopefully by then I'll have my California air compressor. Should be here by Wednesday, they said. This is pretty much locked down the way I wanted to get it. So we're gonna put another one up here, lock it down. Kind of neat to have come up with different backgrounds like how I did on this one. Just so much different. It's so easy to do the background like this. And it makes it pop but doing the bottom like that. Something unique. This was a fun one to do. It's like when I started this one. It's like I said, it's a El Camino that I used to own, and a lot of the stuff that I did on here was go by my memory of what my El Camino used to look like. I had it this way, then I had it another way, but when I sold the car, it looked like this way. But I found I don't have no pictures of this car when I had it. I don't have no pictures at all, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it by memory of what my El Camino used to look like. But I did find a picture of an El Camino, the exact same year as mine, but I just put that down and then drew it down on a piece of paper and everything. But I found this one. This one is similar to how mine used to look like, except for the cap of mine was completely different. My cap was a little bit bigger wise because this part down here, the angle here, mine went down on an angle straight down like this right into the cap. It looked like a spaceship landed on there. And then my cap had a little dip in here. And plus on mine, I put a spoiler up there. That came off of a Daytona. The Chrysler Daytona. I cut it in half and made it smaller because I squeezed it in. when I cut it in half, because when you cut them spoilers in half like that, they're hollow in the middle. So then I could cut inches off that I needed to fit on there. And then I just tiger haired it back together. And I had a piece pipe inside there, a per piece pipe inside to hold it together, even going straight across. When I made that piece, the running board here, I did a different thing on that. The running board I did different. This running board came off of a Dodge van. The running board, instead of when you put a running board on a vehicle, you have it at a straight 90 to where people can step up on it and get in the vehicle. I tilted it down at a 45 in a way to where it was tilted downwards and put it on there and then locked it in on the side and everything like that. I was able to do the front part, the back part. I had to add a piece to it out of fiberglass. This was fiberglass also. All that was fiberglass. Even that cap was fiberglass. So I've made it all fit on there. So it's different things like that when I've worked in the body shop. I play around. Well, my brother had his own shop, so I was able to play around with stuff like that to add to it. Uh, I never did enter it in a car show, auto show, or anything like that. When I owned it, I end up. I did a vehicle for another person who had a vehicle. He had a Chevy GMC Special Edition truck. I painted his truck. I painted this. I painted his truck, and he did all kind. He did practically the same thing I did, but he molded a visor and then a little scoop on the top of his truck. He molded it into it. He got a ground effect package. He molded into it. He did all that stuff to his truck, and then I painted it and did the stripe on the side and everything like that. And he put it in the auto show. First time I ever had something go into the auto show, and he won first place with that. And it was the World of Custom Auto Show, and I thought that was cool. But at the time, I had this El Camino, and they asked me why I didn't put that in there. And in my eyes, I didn't think it was good enough to go into an auto show. So that's what I learned back then. In our eyes, our stuff doesn't look good, but to everybody else, it's completely different. It looks fantastic. So that's what I learned back then. Even though we don't think it's good enough, other people, even judges, think stuff looks better than we do. That, honey, like I said, it's different when you go ahead and do it for yourself. Like I said, this one's done. So I got the 40/50 locked in on it. So that one's good. Now we're going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on this one. Lock the 40/50 on it. Yeah, you could just do your work and you what you think is the best of your work, so be it. And I like your draw. Oh, Sonny, I did like your drawing the other day. Look really nice. And I wish I had. Sometimes I wish I had the drawing skills like I see a lot of you people have. Uh, but that's okay. I'm just happy with the gift that the good Lord gives me. Yeah, we are. We are our worst criticism. We can critique our stuff like you wouldn't believe. But some people, they don't see what we see when we're doing our own artwork. Yeah, the letter in there, I cut them out on that paint, on this painting. But on here, I went ahead and did this freehand with the paintbrush, not the airbrush, but the paintbrush. Take care, honey. Be safe. Spray the air, dry it off. Yep, the movie is Tombstone. The actor, who's the actor now? I done said that. Yeah. If you want to remember the actor, um, Goldie Hawn's husband. Hey, Brian, morning to you. Having fun with the Visionaire? Skulls look pretty good on that Visionaire. Paint it to your hands, what numb. That's it. That's pretty good. Flames you had in the back, have in the background of it. Or fire. Shouldn't say flames, it should say fire. Yeah, I can't wait for to get that new California air compressor. First, I get a thing that says supposed to be here Friday. Friday came, never never showed up. Then it said yesterday it was supposed to come, never showed up. Now I get a text this morning. It might be till the 15th. I don't know what's going on. It'll come. If I don't get it by the 15th, I have to check and see what's going on. Thank you, Patty. You have a fantastic day. I hope everything goes really well for you. It's been nice to see a video. Just take your time, set it up the way you think it'll be right. You can do it. Pray right before you do it. Take care, Patty. All I'm doing is, Brian, I'm just locking things down here with the 4050 and the 4011. I'm getting everything locked in because I'll get ready to spray the clear coat later on this week. Or this week coming up, I'm going to spray the clear coat over all four paintings and that. I think I got enough of the clear in the can, my rattle can. Was it you, Brian, that was asking me about the rattle can clear that I used on this, on my paintings? I mixed it up then so I could spray out the paint, the airbrush. I had a lot more of the 4021 or the 4011 to more than what they suggest. Just to lock, I want to lock everything down enough to where when I spray the rattle can clear, it doesn't bleed through the paper or harm the paper or anything, harm the paint and that. I don't know who it was asking me about what rattle can clear do I use, but I did bring it in, and if it ain't you, Brian, I don't know who it is, but here's the rattle can clear that I use when I do my artwork. I get it from Amazon. Uh, we use it at work sometimes when they do the jams. They have a little area to paint the jams, and that instead of them mixing up some clear, they'll go ahead and shoot this on the cars. So you can use it on cars. I use it on the paintings, on the paper, and that seems to work out really good on here. Then I wet sand and buff it, and that. Next week I'll hopefully I have all four of them all clear coated, and next week I'm going to go ahead and do my demonstration of wet tanning and buffing. So you all get to see what I do on that. Yeah, I don't know who it was. I didn't think it was Tim. It might have been Tim, but I knew somebody asked about what can of clear do I use, and like I said, it's the same clear that they when they cut in jams or something like that on the cars. That's the same thing that they'll use instead of mixing up a big cup. So I brought that in the house. I had it in my car. I didn't have it here in the house. So now I got it in here so it'll warm up and that. And I'll probably spray. I got a piece of cardboard, a nice big piece of cardboard, where I'll take these and thumbtack them to the cardboard, and then I'll spray the clear over top of it all at one shot. I'll do two pictures because I got a really big piece of cardboard. I could do two of them at the same time on the one cardboard, and I'll do two of them on the other cardboard, and that way they'll be locked out with the clear coat. All right, Brian. You have a great day and have fun with your Visionaire. And like I said, next week I'll come on. I'll do two paintings Saturday and two paintings Sunday. Doing wet sanding and buffing. Have an awesome day. Today's more about getting these locked down with the 40/50 and that. I call it lockdown, but it's more of protecting what I already painted before I put the clear coat on them. Because when you put the rattle can clear on this, it can uh, move your paint, and you don't want that to happen. Steve's hungry. Steve wants a pancake. It'd be nice when I go to clear coat these. This stuff isn't bad, Steve. You probably end up liking it. Really nice sanding and buffing wise, I think. Once it hardens, it hardens up really good. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna order 2 more cans. The can size is where's the can size? The size of this can is 15.5 ounces. That's a lot. And it's on Amazon they have it on there, and it's 2 cans for like almost $60, I think it is. So it isn't a bad deal. All right, this one's locked in. I'm happy with it. Blow some air on there. Let that dry up before I touch it. Uh, then, Steve, I was thinking too the other day, I was like, your hands get so much paint and stuff like that on there. Uh, you don't have no oil if you got so much paint and everything on your hand, on your fingers and that. You don't have no oil on there, so it doesn't affect the painting as much. I don't think. I still recommend putting a glove on, but I try to hold it to the hold it off to the side. My hand doesn't touch the painting that much. This one here, we'll go with. Now we'll go ahead and lock this one down. those two. Lock this one in place also. But I got one more after this. That's a nice one. I think it turned out all right. I like how you see the shadow at the steps, how the stone looks like, how the stone is cooked. I mean, broken up, has that edge on the stone and everything like that. How the cave is and everything. Turned out really good. You can see the sun beeping in and this cloth right there. How much they get you? I can't remember how much it was. Like I said, I think it's like $60 for two cans. I'm not sure. I had to look it up. I looked it up yesterday, and like I said, it ain't bad. Clear coat could cost you a lot. Let's start locking this one down. Now next week when I go to Wet Sand and buff these, I'll have my Merker machine. I like the Merker machine. You guys are gonna like that. You could get that from Amazon also, but it costs for it. I think it's like $300 for the Merker machine, but it'll last you a long, long time. It's not like having a big buffer, and you can go ahead and sand these down with it. I did do a video with it, but like I said, next weekend I'll show you the whole thing again of me wet sanding and buffing and all at one stop on each. I'm going to do it Saturday and Sunday, so next week it'll be all about wet sanding and buffing. We'll do a couple videos, two videos. Oh, and this print here that I've done here is this is the HD stencil I used on this one. Because it doesn't show up all the way on this one. Because I think when I give this to the CMA, I'm going to have to find me a magnifying glass to give them with it. Because you can't see it. I don't think you can see it. But right in here, there's a saying, he has risen just as he said. So I think I had to get a magnifying glass. I could barely even read it. I get a magnifying glass and attach it to the on a string on the picture frame. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, when I do the clear coat, Steve, I'm gonna be doing it off camera because I have to do it in a bigger area so I can breathe. And yeah, I did it. But then, like I said, next week gonna be all about wet sanding and buffing. So you have a fantastic day, sir, and don't let nobody mess it up for you. always a pleasure having you on here. Anybody have any questions, go ahead and ask away. Should have said that earlier. That's all right, Dave. Do your thing. I do the same thing when I'm watching people's feed. I just work on something. It doesn't matter. You are all right. All right, this was basically locked in. I like it. I like it. What my brother did he says, you get a bunch of videos going on there and on your channel. He says, what I do is when I go to bed at night, put your channel on my TV and just let it play all your videos. That way you get view time on YouTube. I like that's a cool idea. While I'm sleeping, your channel just goes on. You get view hours or whatever it is, view time. Makes your channel grow. Makes it grow is hitting like and subscribe and the view time and especially subscribe part. People don't understand that's free unless the person will charge you for it. It's free to subscribe to any channel. And it seems like because some people will go ahead and they'll charge you for to subscribe. And I'm not going to do that on my channel. The only thing I would like to have if I after I get that many people on there is the super chat stickers and that they want because some people that's what they like doing is doing the super chat stickers. They know what they're putting their money out for. Some people don't have the money at the end the month or whatever for your subscription. This is my junk paintbrush. This is my junk paintbrush. I use it for a lot of different things. Uh, Mainly for cleaning out paintbrushes and that. Works out really good. So this is locked down. That's three of them that I wanted to get locked down. Now we'll bring in the Mona Lisa one. I'm gonna lock her down too. This was a fun one to do. See it turn out that bad. Let's go ahead and shoot this one. This is the last one. I just ordered another one of these paint guns from Tim. Tell you what, his paint guns is well worth it. Worth the money. I love having that needle stick so far out there to where you can pick it off. Especially if you don't have much of a fingernail, his needles being so far out there helps you to pick it. those were good football games yesterday. I enjoyed myself on watching home team win. The Ravens look good. I didn't think the game was that bad at all. I did order another big bottle of reducer. Hopefully that comes this week. The 4021. 4021 ain't that bad to use. I'm so used to the 4011. This 4021 is. I'm liking it. It ain't bad. But like I said, I did like the 4011. I knew exactly how to mix it. 4021 is a little bit different of how to mix it. Not real real bad, but just right. This painting didn't come out that bad. I kind of like it, kind of different. I think it's one to put next, put in a man cave. Man cave right next to the stereo. Listen to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon music. Didn't turn out bad at all. That was a fun one to do. Shoot. Crank up the Pink Floyd music. I do like the Pulse album. Animal album is really cool. If you're by yourself doing your artwork, listen to the Animal album of Pink Floyd. That is crank it up. Go camping. When I go camping and that, I'll go ahead and have the earbuds with me and out in the woods, whatever, camping and that. Crank it up with the Animal album. Hear the dogs in the background barking, or the pigs. Pigs in the album. Pigs on the wings. That's a good song too. Yeah, this ain't coming out bad at all. Do another good coat on there. Needs another good coat. I, every time on Steve Leahy's feed on Mondays and that, I'm trying to get him to paint the pig flying. See if he'd do that painting. I keep posting it on there. I want to see what he does. If he looks up the story about that the story on the pig flying in the air when they did that Animal album cover. He looks it up. He'll and tells everybody about it. It's something else. He ain't necessarily got to do the stack and all that were on that album cover. But I'm sure he knows how to paint that one easy. After all, the man could paint a skull on a rice piece of rice. Alright, that's it for that painting. Like I said, got them all four locked down. All locked down with the 4050. Now I go to clear coat over top of it all. And we'll have that set up for next week. I'll show you all how to wet sand and buff. How I do the wet sanding and buffing. I have 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. Looks good. Like I said, next week I'll do the wet sanding and buffing on these. I'll show you how it all looks when I do that. It's a Merca machine that I'm going to be using. You can buy that on Amazon. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and buy that Merca machine. But I know I won't get it for a while, so I'll just have to bring mine home from work that I have there at work. You can do the Merca machine. Um, Most of the stuff that I'll be using is going to be all 3M stuff except for the Merca machine. It's not going to be 3M. It's a nice, it's a nice machine to do the wet sanding and the buffing. The Merca machine is. I'll show you. It's like a palm sander and that, and it works really good when you do over this paper and that with the with that machine. I think I'm gonna buy that machine because I ain't gonna be able to have. I like to have one here at the house. The one at work got to stay there at work when I go to retire. So then I'll have one here at the house, and it's electric too. So it'll be cool to have that here. So that's it for today. I thank you all for coming by. Uh, like I said, next weekend we're going to do the wet sanding and buffing. We're going to do this one, all four of the paintings, because I'm going to go ahead and clear coat all four of them. I had to do that in a big area and that, so we'll have that to go. And like I said, y'all have a fantastic day. Thank you for coming by. Hit the like and subscribe and tell your buddies and that. And uh, if they want to see somebody doing wet sanding and buffing next weekend, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do 2 paintings on Saturday and then the other 2 paintings on Sunday. So I'll do a what I got? I got 4 of them here. So I'll do this one, and I don't know how I'll do it. I'll figure it out. Be this one and another one on Saturday, and then the other 2 on Sunday. So that's it. Like I said, thank you for coming by, Dave, Steve Leahy, Brian, all of yous, and Honey. It's the first time I've seen Honey in a good while on here. But I know she's very busy lady. And Patty too. Patty was yesterday or today. But like I said, thank you all. Y'all make this channel great. Coffee with Michael. Bye.